Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wall. And today's episode is one of courage, resilience, and rebirth. So I will introduce the guest here, Leigh, host, and I just want you to welcome her and please ask questions, make comments, and again, Leigh is she's today has faced many of us fear most, lost pretty much about everything, and I know a lot of us go through this. So, but anyway, and if you haven't subscribed to Let's Talk Stroke on YouTube, please share and ask questions, make comments, and please welcome Leigh on the show, and we'll go from there. That just came out a little different. Good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. And I'm probably you can't on the right side since you're on your phone. There's a lot of comments and people ask questions, and
Yeah, I can't
nice
see.
to see you guys here and appreciate it. So, Leigh,
Yes,
where are you from?
I grew up in San Diego.
Love it.
Yeah, but
Just
I live in Las Vegas now.
oh, okay. That's great. San Diego is beautiful. I know that we go there
Yeah.
every year. Dana, do you know where Dana Point is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
we go there.
nice.
But so let's just start from the beginning. Who was Leigh before the
Mm,
impetus 16 years ago?
yeah, I
Wow.
was very career driven and mother of two small children, which I adore.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Wow.
as we discussed earlier, I had just finished my MBA and started really working in the job that I loved.
Yeah. What kind of industry? Was it insurance or something?
Yeah, it was health insurance, but my job was data analysis and information systems.
Wow. Wow. That
Basically
that
looking at data and numbers.
wow. Wow. So 16 years ago, what led up to your stroke? Do they know what caused it?
Yes. Evidently, I was born with a defective vein in my brain called the AVM, arteriovenous malformation. I
Yes.
had no idea that I was born with that.
Wow. Wow. At what age were you? Because I was 49 when I had mine.
41.
41. Wow. So what made you, was it a doctor visit or when you,
No, I actually bit through my tongue while I was sleeping.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I woke up, there was blood everywhere. And I didn't even realize I had done it. I slept right through it.
Wow.
And I thought all that I needed was to have stitches in my tongue. And I got
Wow.
to the hospital. They said normal people don't bite through their tongue while they're sleeping.
Yeah. Wow. That's
So then
crazy.
they did
So
a CAT scan and said, okay, you have a problem. Then they did
wow.
surgery to try to fix it, but the vein burst during surgery, causing the stroke.
Yeah, I know. Wow. So then did you spend a lot of time in the hospital?
3 months, I believe, or 4 months. 4 months between the regular hospital and the rehab. Not fun
Inpatient.
times.
Yeah, fun times. Yeah. And so but then what happened after that? Because I mean, there's you wrote a book and
Hmm.
and we'll get into that. But you wrote a book and you've been married with it. I can't remember. You just told me 16 years.
Yeah.
16 years, and
Yep.
what happened there?
And like you said earlier, he said, I didn't sign up. Okay, I want and took our children. You know, you got to pick yourself back up.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I did.
yeah,
And kind of what I try to find other survivors to realize that life can still be really good.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Hmm.
And so, does he live close to you so you can see the kids?
Um, the kids are grown now. 10 at the time I had the stroke.
Wow. Well,
It's about a 40-minute drive. And I have 2 grandbabies.
oh, nice. Yeah, that
Yeah,
helps.
my son just got engaged.
Oh, nice. Okay, that all,
Yeah.
I'm sure that all helps. With
Yeah, he's an assistant.
wow, good for him. That's
Proud of him.
yeah, proud of that. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's wow. So so what else? I mean, because I know I read your part of the book that you wrote, and what's the name of the book?
It's called A Stroke Survivor's Journey to Independence.
Yeah. So when you had the stroke, what were the toughest things that you had to deal with to recover yourself and being to heal yourself?
Yeah, the list is long. Probably losing
Yeah.
custody of my kids was the hardest thing.
And how long ago was that? I mean, soon after your stroke? I mean, because I know I remember distinctively when I had mine, I just, we're going through a tough time, the depression and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been divorced now for 13 years. So I lost custody of the kids 13 years ago.
Right. And
Yeah.
yeah, because when I read your book, I mean, you're very open about it. You talk about, losing your home that was because of the divorce, and your job, which we talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I had to find new things that made me happy. So that's the focus.
Right.
Yeah, I found
What
that
were
helping people is really what makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you go to support groups or?
I used to, but I haven't in a while.
Right.
I kind of got busy doing other things. Plus, at the same time, I struggled with what's my identity? Do I want to be identified as a stroke survivor? Or do I want to move on and just be happy with life and create a new life, which is sort of my focus, is creating new opportunities to make me happy now.
Right.
Yeah. I tried a bunch of different things. I talk about in the book, I was a advice columnist for stroke survivors. I tried that.
And how's that worked?
I did that for a year, but there was some flaws in the whole strategy. Stroke survivors are not great at writing emails.
Yeah. No, I understand. But you still work with stroke survivors, don't you?
Mostly through Facebook or people I meet. Yeah. I'm very into health and fitness, and I really benefited a lot from the exercise that I found, CrossFit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I try to encourage other survivors to move and not just sit around all day feeling sad.
Yeah. Yeah, good for you. That doesn't help. I mean, going to the gym, do you go to the gym? I mean, can you drive?
No. Luckily in Las Vegas, they have pretty good transportation for people with disabilities.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I tried to drive, but I kept running into other cars. So they said, don't do this anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree there. Well, that's good. So you go to the gym every day?
I used to. Or I try to exercise every day or walk 10,000 steps.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I also belong to a public speaking club. So I do that a lot too.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah. So my goal eventually is to do more travel.
That's nice. Wow, to just travel around the country or?
No, around the world. For example, I just got back from England.
Yeah, that's right. We talked. Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you. So when you go there, is that just more for travel or more?
Well, that was for fun. I have a very good friend who lives in England that I visited. Another stroke survivor.
Oh, is that right? Wow. Nice.
enough, I was able to speak at his stroke support group about my book. So that was fun.
Wow. Good for
Yeah.
you. That's important. I mean, getting the word out, about stroke. Did you know what a stroke was when you had yours?
No idea.
Wow.
Little, I had no idea that happened almost spontaneously for, when you're relatively healthy.
Right. Wow.
But now I know.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. I didn't know what a stroke was either. I'm very naive. Um,
The
but
ironic part was because it started as a brain bleed. I had no idea that that meant I had a stroke.
yeah, yeah. So you had a brain bleed. That's a hemorrhagic stroke.
Correct.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I would heal and be okay.
Yeah. So what are your deficits right now?
My vision, I basically see in tunnel vision. I don't see anything on the left side moving my head.
Right.
That's one of the major things. And I can't use my left hand or left arm. And my walking's not pretty, but I get where I need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you use a cane or anything like that, or you can walk?
I used to, but I started walking so much that I stopped using the cane. So I have pretty good
Yeah.
balance.
That's great. That's great. Any falls?
Thankfully, not really.
Wow. That
Yeah.
that's good.
I really have regained a lot of balance from exercise.
Right.
Yeah, my leg
Nice.
doesn't move the way it should, which is the hardest part about walking. My knee
Yeah.
doesn't really bend.
I understand that. And I know a lot of survivors out there totally understand that.
Yeah, but as I said, for 2024, I committed to walking 10,000 steps every day, which I pretty much did.
Good for you. So, what are your hobbies now? I mean, do you have what your daily routine, or do you have one?
Yeah, usually in the morning I go to the gym and do that. And as I said, I do public speaking.
Yeah.
I really want to expand on that now that I've published the book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
for the past year, I pretty much did that and wrote the book.
Wow, that's because you've had your stroke 16 years ago. Wow.
Yep.
That's great. You no seizure medicine, none of that.
I was initially, but I hated it. It made me kind of mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So eventually I got off of it.
Because a lot of people I know ask me this, did you just stop taking your meds, or
No.
doctor weaned you off it?
Yeah, plus I had a test, an EMG, I think it's called, where they put electrodes on your head and they measure if you have seizure waves.
Yeah.
I had to literally spend the night in the doctor's office with these electrodes on my head.
Yeah, the EEGs.
And then when they didn't see any seizure waves, they said, you can go off the seizure meds.
Wow. Wow. Well, let's just, you can't probably see this, but Mr. Gerald Chapman is asking, do you have a lot of people buying your book? Well, it was just published, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was published last week.
Nice, nice.
I'm still trying to figure out how to more. So I'm looking at different alternatives. I'm not great on social media, so it's another skill I'm trying to get better at.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a great way to probably get people to buy your book, or a book signing or something like that.
Right. Yeah, I'm still kind of things.
Yeah. Good for you that you did that.
I kind of looked at it as doing it in steps. Step 1 was actually publish the book. Step 2 was figure out how to promote it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it was just published, so.
Yep. Yeah, this is my first step towards really publicizing it, was coming on your show.
I love it. Yeah. You probably could say it again. What's the name of the book? People can go to Amazon and buy your book?
Yeah, it's called A Stroke Survivor's Journey to Independence.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm
One focus
sure.
was because I know so many survivors who end up divorced or not with their partner that they had, and they're afraid to live alone. So I
Yeah,
wanted to kind of show that that you can do it.
yeah,
Not easy, but you can do it.
yeah. How? I don't want to go back in time, but how did you decide that? Like, I mean, you probably had no choice to live alone. I mean, that must have been
Yeah, it
really
was either
tough.
that or be in a nursing home, which was not an option for me.
Yeah, yeah. So you ended up having to get an apartment or a house or something to.
Yeah, it was pretty much sink or swim.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
hmm
Yeah, so the nursing home was not an option for you.
Right. And now I have a house, and my grandbabies are only a year old. So one goal I have is when I hope to be more active in taking care of them. And
Yeah.
then
Do they come over and
to
see
my
you?
house and go in my backyard.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That that's great to hear that because grandberry babies, I know that's really cheer you up because I have a bunch of those.
Oh, really?
I do. I have 13 grandkids.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I have 4 kids and they were yeah, they were popping
That's
out babies.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. Um, uh, what? Yeah, Robin. I'm looking at all the comments. You probably see them later because you're on your
Yeah,
phone,
I
so it's a little
can't.
more
With
difficult.
my vision, I couldn't really see them, so I just rely on you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. What I know, Robin was just asking. I know we just said it too. No big deal. Your book title is,
A Stroke Survivor's Journey to Independence.
and find it on Amazon for now.
Yes.
And I'm sure.
Paperback and Kindle,
Oh,
Audible version.
oh, okay. So, so it's in the works, the Audible, and did you say it's on Kindle too?
Correct.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's great. So now you had the stroke 16 years ago, and
Mhm.
you live alone,
With my
but you're a
dog.
positive person. You're not letting anything bother you.
Oh no. There's no sense. You gotta enjoy life, no matter what cards you've been dealt.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm always looking for ways to help other stroke survivors.
Right. And how do you do that?
In the past, I've tried to lead a stroke support group, and I've gone to other stroke support groups and tried to be more encouraging.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
gotten one survivor into CrossFit so far.
Oh, good. At
Yeah,
the same place you are?
that's the gym I go to. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good for you. Because
hmm
I know. I mean, I go to the gym and it's tough even sitting on some of the equipment. I mean, a lot of things you have to think about. It's just don't
Right.
pop on and do your thing. But
I've been doing CrossFit doesn't use those kind of machines. It's all weights and body weight movements.
yeah,
But I've
the
been doing it for 7 years, so I pretty much figured out how to make it all work.
good, good for you. Nice to hear that.
I
So
walk a lot too.
yeah, I can't believe you do that many steps.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this in my book. For 2024, I had over 5 million steps in that year.
Wow, good for you.
It's a constant work in progress because I want to walk better so that I can
Oh,
go farther.
absolutely. Do you, how, I'm looking at some of the questions here, and how do you lead survivors?
I try to do it by example and talking to people, just saying, don't sit home. Find something that interests you. Find that spark in life again.
Yeah,
Find what makes you
yeah,
happy.
yeah, exactly. So, do you have any other hobbies that you do
Public
besides
speaking.
public speaking? That's great.
Hmm.
It
And
probably,
the gym.
yeah, it probably makes you feel better because I know when I speak and afterwards, I feel better after I did that, and I'm sure you probably feel the same way.
Yeah, I like it because it helps me in Toastmasters, the group that I go to. We write our speeches, so it helps me use my thinking as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also a pretty active Christian, so I do a lot of stuff with my church.
Oh, good. That's great. That
Hmm.
nothing. It's always positive there, at least for the most part.
Yeah. For a while, I was leading a divorce recovery group for other people who are
Oh,
divorced.
wow.
So I find that the more you can help people, the better off you feel.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's a lot of stroke survivors that have like PTSD or something like that?
Yep, very much. Yeah. In fact, I was hoping I could get through this interview without breaking down and crying because I have PTSD.
Yeah, and it sounds like you probably have because I know I do. I am when um, PBA they call
Yeah,
pseudo
I
barb.
used to have that really bad, but I've
Okay,
pretty much gotten mostly over that, except when I talk about certain things.
yeah. Do you ever feel that? 'Cause, I keep thinking what I go through. If you hear an ambulance or do you hear a fire truck, does that um, um, get to you?
No, but I was for a while. I was volunteering by visiting other survivors who were in the hospital. I had to quit because that was too much for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah, being
I completely understand that. I mean, it's a tough thing because I mean, 15 years, I still, yeah, I'm watching The Voice or watching something, and I see a one of those stories emotional. I try to keep it in, not to start crying, but
right.
now it's no big deal. I mean, really, my kids, grandkids, they already know, Papa's crying, but
Yeah, yeah.
just
I tell people if I talk about the stroke, I'll probably cry.
yeah, yeah, it's not an easy thing to get through. I mean, I know I
Yeah, the
100%.
longer time passes, the easier things get.
Yeah, yeah. When you go to the gym, do you have any, what clonus is, where your feet, or
Oh
your,
yeah,
okay, so you still have that.
yeah. The spasticity. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my hand, and that's why I don't move my leg right. I think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's, wow. Good. It
I've
sounds like
had
you,
several surgeries to try to help.
where, on your hand or your foot or leg?
On my foot, I had a surgery that fuses the bones in my foot, so that because I had so much spasticity in my foot, it was turning sideways. Like my actual foot was bent from the spasticity, so they fused all the bones in my foot to help make it
Wow,
straight.
wow, wow, that's
And I've
interesting.
had tendon release on my hand, but my hand still looks kind of funny. But you
Yeah,
know,
no, yeah, you're not telling us, I mean, anything that we already know. I mean, because everybody goes, not everybody, but every stroke, as you know, is different, but still similar.
right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that whatever life gives you, you just make the best of it.
Yeah.
Find
Exactly.
ways to make yourself happy.
Yeah. But it sounds like you're already happy.
Well, I have a good outlook on life.
Yeah. Do
You know.
you have do you have rough day? I mean, because I know,
Oh yeah,
okay.
but I make sure I do something productive every single day.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I never stay home.
Yeah.
Either at the gym or going out with friends or talking to people.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome though. That's so good for you because I find if you sitting around doing nothing, that's when things get in your head and you start thinking the worst things, and so
Yeah.
it's good for you to keep busy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of TV. I
Yeah.
think the worst thing any survivor can do is sit at home and watch TV all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the news.
Yeah, I'm sort of a news junkie, so I do that a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Lately, it's been kind of how it's been, but yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, tend to. Yeah, no, yeah, these comments. First of all, thank you guys for making these comments and asking questions. If you want to ask any questions, I know Leigh would be more than happy to answer, and she answered them. And you are like a coach. I mean, that's kind of what you're trying to
That's
help.
what I like to be.
Right.
I've tried to. I haven't found the volunteer thing that does it for me yet. Like I said, the last year I pretty much wrote the book.
Wow. It's good you did it in a year.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. There's a comment here from John. That used to be very hard for me as well. Start to still talk about his stroke, but I'm much better. I owe a lot of that to. Oh, I should. Okay. Thank you, John, from Let's Talk Stroke Me. Ah, I brought that
Mm,
up. I didn't read the end, and I don't like giving myself what do you call it?
mm,
You know, comments. But thank you, John. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, wow. But so wow. So when you first had your stroke, you said, 'cause I have a little kind of cut out a little. You said your husband said, and I don't bring bad things up because it always has to be like you said, be positive and have a great look out on life. But he said
absolutely.
I um I didn't sign up for this. Okay, I know I tell a lot of people, I didn't sign up for it. Well, actually you did. I mean, but everybody's different, and so
Yeah. And like I said, I figure he did me a favor. Clearly, he wasn't in for the long run.
yeah. But the end result is you're happy. You're happier now, and you're busy all the time, which is
Yeah. At the time, it was
yeah.
hard.
Oh, it had to be. I mean, I know it had to be very you know difficult. But
Definitely
what would you?
exploring your life
What's
and
that?
figuring out what now makes you happy, what gives you joy. That's a big journey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I was going to ask this question, but I know I can probably guess the answer. What would you tell survivors out there, brain injury survivors, when they're, I don't want to say new, but even like are 15, 16 years out, what would you tell somebody that's going through it and they're still, they're not in a place of happiness and all that?
You need to be committed to working hard and working on yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
And life isn't over. It's just beginning in a lot of ways.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Um, there's another comment here. Jez says, nice to see you, Jez. Nice to see everybody here. Leigh, tell us
Mhm.
about your trip to England.
It was wonderful. As I said, I visited another stroke survivor who also didn't drive. So a lot of the trip was we walked all over Winchester, England, which was lovely.
Wow, wow.
And as I
That,
mentioned, I got to speak to his stroke support group about my book, which was very, very fun.
yeah, I bet. I bet. How long were you there?
A week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long flight. That's good for
But
you. What?
you can't be afraid to live life. That's sort of the whole point.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I think. Oh, there you go. Um, well, I just appreciate you guys. Simply awe. It's nice to see you too. What's that?
There's a lot of static on my end for some reason, but it's better
Yeah,
now.
I saw that. Well, Leigh, is there anything else that we missed to talk about on because we've covered a lot of your story, and and I'm glad you did. I hope hopefully you feel better about being on here,
Mhm.
because I know you said it was a little difficult. You're because I used to do the same thing, start crying out of whatever, no reason, um, but you
You have to have faith in yourself and know that you have everything you thought you had.
yeah, and you go to the gym that helps you out. I'm sure it.
Yeah, it's all about having a positive outlook. Instead of saying my life was over, you say, how
Yeah,
can I make my life great from now on? That's the whole goal.
yeah, absolutely. Wow, good for you. I mean, I love hearing such a positive outlook of what in the beginning, what you went through, which you should be proud of what you've accomplished.
I am, but I'm not done yet. I've got more
Yeah,
things to accomplish to make the world a better place. Honestly,
right,
that's my
right,
goal.
right. And I'm glad you go to the support groups
Mhm.
to help other people. How did you? And this is kind of like whatever. How did you meet the stroke survivor in England? Have you been talking to them before?
Facebook. Yes, Facebook.
Wow.
I belong to a lot of the stroke groups on Facebook,
Right.
and I love to talk to other survivors.
Right. Yeah. No, I understand. In England, I I've talked to a lot of people in England. I don't know if you want to mention the name or whatever out there. I mean, you don't have to.
Hmm.
I just wondered, since maybe we know
You do actually, Jez, who asked you the
them. Oh,
question.
yes, you didn't say that.
Well,
Oh, yeah. What?
I wasn't sure if you wanted me to mention
Yeah.
it, but we did.
Jen has been on the show.
I know. I've seen it. I saw his
Oh,
interview.
awesome. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. How funny. Okay, so Jez asked.
Yeah, we've been friends for over a year.
Nice. That's
Hmm.
awesome. Yeah, that's why, Jez, you said that. Leigh, tell us about your trip to England. Oh, that's awesome.
We had a great
Yeah,
time.
I'm glad you did. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I plan more international travel because I didn't have much opportunity to do that
Wow.
before the stroke. And now I can do what I want with
Yeah.
my
Good
life.
for you. Yeah. Wow.
Mhm.
So I'm really happy for you. It sounds like you're in a happy place, in a good place now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm still working on ways that I can even help people
Right.
more. The book was one step towards helping other survivors.
Right. And you're doing it.
Yeah, hoping it'll be a vehicle that will open more opportunities for
Right.
me to do stuff to help
Right.
people.
Yeah. I'd get on Facebook or Instagram one and just promote your book.
I'm not the most techie person in the world when it comes to social
Yeah.
media.
Can you hold up the book so we can see it?
Of course.
There it is. And I was gonna say, your range of motion, that's your affected arm?
No,
Oh, I can see over there. Yeah. Great job. Yeah.
thank you. I just wanted to show being active and doing
Right.
stuff.
Right. Well, good for you. It is a small world, Jazz. But but yeah, this is great. I'm really happy for you that things are going good
Thank
for you
you.
now, and you know, it's a lot to overcome.
Oh, yeah, a lot more
Yeah.
opportunities in life.
Yeah.
When you have a stroke at age 41, you feel like you turned 90 because, you go from being young and vibrant to, but, I'm not quite over the hill yet.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, we're not too far away when we had our stroke. So, but
Right. Still things to
yeah,
conquer.
absolutely. Yeah. You're not going to let that get in the way of what you want to do. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the whole goal. I tell people I try not to let any of the stroke stuff stop me from doing what I
Right.
want to do.
Right.
There's a super, super long term goal that we'll see. There's a 72-mile walk in Spain.
Wow. And you're going to do that?
That's
Wow.
a goal. I'm not going to say yes now, but it's something that's out there that I work towards.
Right. Well, for what you say, how far you're, how many steps you take, and how far you have gone since your stroke.
Yeah, I will say that one of my biggest goals in the whole stroke, to let my kids see that no matter what happens, nothing's going to stop you. You just keep going. You just pursue life.
Absolutely. Great outlook. Great outlook. Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah. You know, one thing I love about the book, someday my grandkids will read that and go, look, my grandma was, had a hard life, but did great things.
You did great things. I mean, look before your stroke and now. You just had a little hiccup, a little bump in the road. I don't want to say little, but it was a bump in the road for all of us.
Yeah, you just had to sort of change course, but it doesn't stop you.
Not at all. So, the question, is your home 2-story or one? Okay.
One story.
I just wonder, because I need to have a railing on both sides if going up places. I don't know if that's the same with you.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well.
Yeah, that was one of the requirements, because when I had surgery on my foot, I was in an apartment where I had to go up just 2 or 3 steps. They wouldn't let me leave the hospital because they didn't think I could get into my house. So I said, if I get a house, it's better be something that's accessible.
Right. Wow.
I don't like feeling I can't do stuff.
Right. Wow. Great attitude. Absolutely great attitude that you have.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Attitude really is everything.
Yeah.
About surviving a stroke.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing.
Which you have a great attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it's all about being grandkids.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Stephen. He's saying to you, today's story will be tomorrow's manual for somebody else. That's a great comment.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Absolutely. Got to take some of these little quotes out here and put them in the book.
I read the books. My initial thought was, because I live alone, I had to figure out how to do everything one-handed.
Right.
Initially, the book was going to be a manual for how to live alone one-handed.
Right.
So when you start doing something, it kind of evolves into other things sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. You know how a stroke goes when you, I can totally relate to this. Another comment or a question said, Gerald Chapman, how do you handle things financially?
I was very fortunate. I had disability insurance through my job.
Yeah. Long term.
So that, until I'm 65, so I have a few more years left.
Yeah. There we go.
And I do get disability through the government too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to plan wisely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. Well, any other last words that we didn't cover on your stroke that we want to tell anybody?
The overall message of my book was, it can still be really great.
Yeah.
But you can't just sit back and wait for it to happen. You have to do things.
Absolutely. Very true.
Yeah, I never thought I could write a book, especially, but thankfully, I have. And honestly, my friend, he was a huge inspiration. He kept every other day, he'd say, how's the book coming? Bad. So I have to keep at it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, thank you, Jez, for always looking out there for Leigh. That's perfect. But I appreciate you being on.
Thank you. If anybody wants to contact me on Facebook, if they want to talk, that'd be wonderful.
That's awesome. So, okay. So yeah, appreciate that. So look up Leigh Cost, right?
Yeah. KOST.
Yeah. It's up right on the,
IGH. It's a little bit unusual.
that's okay. Well, I appreciate it. This is perfect. Well, Leigh, we'll stay in touch.
This has been fun.
Yeah. Any, oh, please. I really appreciate you being on here, and we will chat again for
Sounds
sure.
great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.